I look very crusty and like a panda with my under eye circle, but you know what? I'm gonna wear an earring so that you guys won't pay attention to my crustiness. Hello gorgeous potato out there. So today I will be doing my June book wrap up videos, basically just telling you all the books that I've read during June and give some of my opinions on it or tell you what is it about. And I don't want to make it the intro any longer because I'm recording this on my phone, meaning I don't want to run out of space, and usually when it runs out of space it just stops the video in the middle and that's it, okay? And just now that's what happens exactly. So now I've kind of like cleared up all those unimportant stuff. Okay, you know what, let's just get into the video. So the first book that I've read this month, actually this book I kind of started reading it at the end of May, but I finished it this month, which is the Kirkuk Kingdom by Labyrinth. So this is the second book in the Six of Crows duology, although I heard she's writing a new book. I'm not really too sure about that. But I love any books when it's already like the last book in the series, because I love the closure that I get, and in this book I definitely get a lot of closure except for one character, which is Nina, and I heard her story kind of continues in King of Scars, but I haven't had the chance to pick that book up yet. Pick up that book yet. You know what I meant. So I'll give this book a 5 out of 5. Again, as I said, I love books with closure. And whereas for Six of Crows, I haven't read the trilogy, the Shadows and Bones trilogy, before I jump into the Six of Crows. And I know a lot of people are just like, you can read Six of Crows before you, like, even if you didn't read the first 3 books. But in my opinion, it's better if you read the first 3 books, because when I was reading Six of Crows, half of the book was me just feeling very confused because I don't understand anything about this world at all. But when I finally reached this book, I finally like kind of grasp on the I kind of have a grasp on what is going on, what's the concept, what's the meaning of this and that. But I do have a plan to pick up Shadows and Bone trilogy soon, even though I heard the book kind of sucks. But you know what? I should probably get it so that I can reread Six of Crows and understand things way better. And the second book that I've read this month is Words on Bathroom Walls by Julia Walton. So this book is about this boy named Adam who is suffering from schizophrenia, and he went into this new school and he met this girl named Maya, and he's basically intrigued by her. And this book is written in the format of a journal, of an entry, more of an entry. So the entry starts off with every single week, and it's actually a letter to his therapist, because he was in this therapy session and he was already in that state where he can differentiate between what is reality and what is not, which I kind of love this new outtakes. And usually the chapter starts with how many dosage he is on this experiment, because he was like on this pill where it can help him with his schizophrenia. And so every single chapter they will have like this dosage, like 1 milligram, 1.5 milligram and stuff like that, and I found it really intriguing. I give this book a 4.5 out of 5 because I'm not someone who knows exactly what happens, but it certainly raised awareness in me, because I barely pay attention to this stuff, which is bad, I know, excuse me. That's what's up. So I give this book a 4.5 out of 5 because I don't really know much, but what I love the concept, I love most parts of the book sometimes, and I love the humor. I especially love the humor, and I love all the imaginary friend that he got, like, you know, the one that... So I've cleared up my phone, and what I said about the book just now is basically it's just wholesome, it's good, but for it to reach 5 out of 5, it's, you know, it's not that easy. Anyway, so the next book that I've read this month is the entire Percy Jackson series, all 5 books. Now this isn't extra books, this is just like a companion novel with it, but it came along with this box set, so you know what, I'm not gonna deny what is given. So I'm gonna take out the book, I'm gonna give one by one, not necessarily a review, but just like the ratings and what I think about it. So first one, we have The Lightning Thief, aka the first book. And also, I've read Percy Jackson series before, but honestly I forgot because I read this a long time ago. All I know is that he's a kid of Poseidon, that's it. That's all I know. And the movie does not help at all. And so The Lightning Thief, I give this a 4.5 out of 5 because I love the world, I love the What? Dang it. I love the introduction. Yes. Thank God. The introduction to the world. Why is it so hard for me to speak English? So I love that, and I love about his adventure, but it's kind of tough to think that a 12 years old has to go through a lot of obstacles, which is just insane. You know what I do when I was 12? I just took a nap, like a lot of nap. And then the second one, we have the Sea of Monsters, which I give 4 out of 5. It's not really my favorite book in the entire series. It doesn't really stand out as much. The only part I love about this book is Tyson. But even the action really lacks compared to the first book. So that says a lot, and yeah, I just love Tyson. Tyson is like the cutest human being ever, okay? And then the third book, we have Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse. Well, this book is pretty sad because somebody died. I'm not gonna say who, but if you read this book, then you know who I'm talking about. But whatever tribute that they gave to the person that died is really special, and I cried reading it because it was so beautiful. And I really love this. It's just, I don't know, and I love Blackjack, okay? He's awesome. And then the fourth book, which I started annotating, is The Battle of the Labyrinth. Now this keeps me on the edge of my seat because a lot, like really a lot happens, and it's also the first time I annotate my books, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just when I read this, I keep feeling nervous and stuff. Oh, forgot to tell you, I gave this a 4.5 and this one a 5 out of 5. And then finally we have the last book, and my favorite in the entire series. Again, because it has closure. Every single book that has closure is my favorite. I don't know why. I feel like, thank God for explaining all this stuff to me. So we have The Last Olympian, and also this book is very heavily annotated. And this is very, very action-packed, like full-on action since the beginning till the end. And I love how Percy is not exactly the hero. I love that he doesn't take all the spotlight. I mean, like, I know he takes the spotlight, but not entirely, which is something that I appreciate because most times authors don't do that. They want the attention on the main characters himself, and that's it. But this time we got, you know, the antagonist, and I feel kind of bad for Luke, if you know what's up. But you know what, I'm glad that everything's all good, and I give this a 5 out of 5. Again, action-packed, closure, what more do you need? And then the next book that I've read is Harry Potter and the Philosopher'S Stone. So I reread this, and I thought I want to annotate it, but that didn't happen because when I was reading this, I was on the way to the airport, and by the time I reached there, I was already almost finishing the books, so I didn't really continue with that. But I will give this 5 out of 5. It's my favorite series. I love Harry Potter, and I really don't have any comments about it. All that I can say is amazing, it's beautiful, it's great. So I've received a warning that my memory is gonna go out anytime now, and the phone is gonna die soon. And so the last book that I've read this month is The Hunger Games. And I've never read this series before, I've only watched the movie, so it is the first time that I read this, and I really, really love it. I finished this really quickly, but the book somehow is already worn out. However, I love this cover edition. It's beautiful, it's very simple, may the odds be ever in your favor. And again, I thought I want to annotate it, but it didn't happen because I read so fast, and I just loved it so freaking much, and I couldn't be excited to continue with the other series, and I gave this a 4.7 out of 5. I'm not gonna give a 5 out of 5 that fast. 4.7 out of 5. So if you run it off, it will still be a 5. So thank you for watching today's video. I need to finish this quickly. So bye, hugs and kisses. Mwah. Bye. Well, I'm gonna use this hand. Bye.